Welcome back to Sonic Adventures Mean Bean Machine. I'm your host, Jaren Highness the Fourth, and I'm going
treat me
on
like some
my,
sort of royalty.
I don't know. I just was spouting knowledge.
I could probably be a
Look
king.
at Eggman over there. He's screwing up himself.
I could probably be a king
I'm
or
over
something.
here. I'm over here doing my business, doing my thing, and oh crap.
He's not doing too well, is he?
No,
Is this the only time that happens in the game?
that he sucks?
No, that you played Mean Bean.
Yes, unfortunately.
Is there an option to play it
I wish.
Oh, that's disappointing. But, you know, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Mhm.
Told you it was a good game. And you were like, oh, no,
I was skeptical at first.
it's Sonic.
but
I don't know about that. Sonic's not a good game.
Well, here's the thing. And I have a feeling it'd probably be a bit... overwhelming for new players, the people that haven't played Sonic.
Well,
1,
I
2,
wouldn't say
3,
that Sonic
and
Mania
Knuckles.
is really at all for a new player to Sonic.
It's a nostalgia trip.
That's
by and by.
all it was made for, was a nostalgia trip.
Yeah,
but
and-
also I bet you $20 that Sonic Mania sold more than Sonic Boom and
Well,
the
of
previous
course.
Sonic combined.
Well, I mean, the reason it did was because it appealed to nostalgia. Sonic Boom didn't. And, you know, nostalgia is a powerful thing. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
I know. That's why so many copies of Yooka-Laylee were sold. And
Well,
Yooka-Laylee is, sort of a good game. I
Right.
like it. The voice is not too good, and the fact that they removed John from the freaking,
The Sir Jonathan of the Tron family?
yeah, they removed him from the game because of his political views.
Yeah.
Which
We
is
live in a
ridiculous.
bad society right
That's
now.
okay.
Oh, I like that.
Bam.
Oh. But, what was I saying? But, like, I feel like you understand all these little nods to previous things. I've got
I don't know if you saw
Spring
that.
Yard Zone.
I got stuck inside the.
Spring Yard Zone.
I got stuck inside those.
Yeah, no, I've dealt with that before. But you understand these things because you've played Sonic
I
before.
played Sonic since I was like a little man. I was probably. Mom came home with a Sega
Genesis?
Genesis. My grandfather. Let's see how.
Hold on a second. I want you to concentrate here.
Okay. And you'll have to talk.
But you understand all these nods. You like Blue Sphere. You like the CD special stages. You get Mean Bean Machine. You get the Death Egg. You get all that. You understand and you like it because of that. But I feel like this isn't a game for newcomers. Like, someone shouldn't start off with this game because they wouldn't really get all these nods and references, and they probably be left out of the loop and kind of alienated because of that. So I wouldn't recommend this to new players. Maybe if you don't care about, the stuff and just want to have a good game, then yeah. But if you want to get into the Sonic series, this isn't really the one to start with. I'd say start with Sonic 2 and maybe Sonic 1 after that, because Sonic 2 is a beautiful game. But, at the moment, I can't really recommend this game to newcomers because there's a lot of references and stuff. Like, I probably wouldn't start with this game. I have played Sonic 1 through 3 and all that, and a little bit of CD. I didn't really get too far. But, I understand this stuff. I have seen a lot of YouTube videos of other people playing Sonic, so I understand the references, even though I don't really emotionally feel them. So,
I mean, I think the first. I can't remember what came first, the Genesis or. Let's see. I think what
the Mega Drive.
No.
That was
I mean,
English
like
version.
in my history, the
Oh.
freaking. I'm pretty sure. Oh, about screwed that up.
Oh, you might actually screw it up. You have one left.
Yeah, and that one back there was the one I needed.
Please be careful.
I think I can get it. Hold on.
Sorry.
The Genesis. I can't remember what came first because I started off with a version. It was a PC version of Sonic.
Oh.
It was a. I can't believe I had one left.
Better luck next time,
It was
I
a
guess.
CD version for PC of Sonic 3 and Knuckles,
Oh,
and I played that on PC for a long time.
I heard that was a good port.
It was a really good port if you have the right PC to play it.
You could say that about everything, though.
I mean, well,
this game is truly a masterpiece. You have a 237 gigabyte hard drive with 7 thingamajiggers attached
I don't
to
know
it.
how to talk to PC. What?
What? Was that?
Did you see
Game-breaking
that?
glitches. This game is
Oh,
terrible.
I hit the Eggman thing. God bless it. That was something. Okay. What? Wow.
Did you like my DSP impression there?
Your what?
Darkside Phil.
I don't know what that is.
He is a YouTube gamer that has been around since like 2006. He's awful at video games, and he never blames himself
How do
for
you
it.
like the
Dancing Eggman.
nice
Hey,
little animation?
that reminds
video?
me of Cuphead.
I don't own Cuphead. If you want to give me $10 and
I think it's $20.
it is. I was like, if you want to give me $10 and I'll do $10, we'll buy Cuphead, but and play it. But it's like,
But we'd get stuck at the tutorial.
yeah, that's true. That
Oh.
game is way too difficult for its own good.
That poor guy is gonna be forever saddled with that. I think his name is Dean. Poor Dean, you're probably not watching this, but
What if you ever do?
we feel bad for you.
What is
We're
it?
gonna make
Wait, Dean? Who's Dean?
the game journalist
the
that
guy-
reviewed that
Oh.
played through the tutorial and got stuck.
How do you get stuck in the tutorial?
There's a part where there's like a little cylinder thing, and you're supposed to jump and then dash, but he kept jumping at it, and like he kept jumping off the thing. And it's like, buddy, there's a
I don't know why
dash
they made
thing
that
at the-
game that hard. You haven't played it yet, but
I've seen
it is.
I've seen a lot of Twitch streamers get mad at it.
I had to stop playing it because it's the first level is like run and gun, and you're like, okay, so you just run and gun. Should be simple. No, it like enemies coming from left, right, from above you, down. You got to jump over stuff.
Well,
God Almighty, the game's difficult and crap. And anybody that actually finished that game within the first week of it being released,
I didn't even know people actually finished the game.
Jesus,
Well-
has to be Jesus.
Here's the thing.
I messed up.
If I can play devil's advocate here for a second. Oh, jeez.
I'm not doing so good with these. I'm usually really good at these.
I think it needed that. Yeah, I think the gaming today needed a hard game that wasn't Dark Souls.
It's like
What was that?
it uses sounds from
Was that a bus or a van? Or
it was
something?
a broadcast van. But I mean, yeah, it's a platformer
Like
that's like old games where it's so hard that you cannot play it. But
people started to lose faith in gaming journalists when they said that Crash Bandicoot was the Dark Souls of 2D platformers. or
Crash
whatever.
is not
I
that
know,
hard.
I know, and that's probably because they
Crash
couldn't
is one of
finish
the
it, or whatever.
easiest 3D platformers I've ever played in my
Exactly.
life. Because
Well-
I finished it when I was like 7.
To be fair, you have to have a very IQ and understand Rick and Morty. No. To be fair, like people that used to play the game on the PlayStation 1, they understand the game better. But like people that
put it on the PS2. Thank you very much.
whatever, the people that haven't played it before, they'll probably be unfamiliar with the aspects and stuff. You know. Though gaming journalists, they really have no excuse since their job is to play games and review them. And if they can't even do that right, then what's their job?
What
supposed to
sucks
do?
the most for me, speaking of Crash, since they just came out with the Insane Trilogy not too long ago,
and
and also the freaking like remake of Ratchet and Clank,
oh right.
one of my favorite games.
I heard Ratchet and Clank didn't do too well as the remake.
That game was amazing. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't hear
played it on
anybody
Heights-
talking about it
I
at
played it
all.
on Heights PS4 for a while, and it was so good. Holy
Well,
crap!
I heard people talk about maybe like the first day or two, and then they sort of just
What am I doing in my life?
stopped talking about it. I don't know.
I wanted the PS4 just for that game. Like there was so many new games that are like being remade.
The PS4 does have a good variety of games. I do like the PS4.
No, like I grew up more. Let's see. I grew up with both a PS2. What am I doing in my life? I'm so bad at these right now.
I mean, at least you have 3.
I grew up playing.
2, 3. I don't know,
I
whatever.
want to finish this act, I guess.
Yeah, you can do it.
But I grew up playing PlayStation 2 games and the original Xbox.
Oh, dude, I definitely played PlayStation 2
And
games. Oh wow, that's.
I never really caught on to the PlayStation 3 because we didn't have the money. And then the PlayStation 4 I never got a chance to have. And then they're coming out with all these remakes of the games I used to play when I was little. And I was like, man, I can't afford a PlayStation.
Yep, that's how it goes. I was strictly Nintendo after the PS2 because I was like strictly.
That's
man,
how I was.
I don't like these games. They're not colorful and all that. They're too violent and too realistic. I was a dumb kid, but
That's how I felt.
the
I didn't-
Wii
I
did
didn't-
have
I
some
don't
good
think-
games.
I don't think I had fun with a shooter until I was like 12.
The only shooter I can safely say I'm good at is a 007 on the N64.
The first 007 game I played was Nightfire on the Xbox.
I remember there was another. It wasn't GoldenEye. It was, I think it was The World Is Not Enough on 64, and it wasn't as good, but
there was one.
Still
I
had
think
fun
the World
playing.
Is Not Enough is the was it on the PS2 or the no.
Actually, no.
There was one on the PS2 that's freaking third person.
Oh gosh,
It's awful.
Did you hear? I will say this. I also played a lot of Perfect Dark, and I was pretty good at that too. But do you remember the Wii remake of GoldenEye?
Yeah, and then I remember
How
there was
it
also a
It
GoldenEye
was
on.
really bad.
There was
And
a GoldenEye.
I think there was one on 360, which was more of a Call of Duty game than a GoldenEye game.
There was a GoldenEye that was like Rogue Agent or something stupid like
Yeah,
that.
it was. But
I don't even know what that one was.
there were some people that made GoldenEye in 60 FPS using a mouse on the internet, and it plays beautifully. 60
What?
FPS GoldenEye.
I want it.
Like, because, you know, if you play right now, it's really hard to aim with the 64 controller, but with a mouse, you can just, you know, zoom all. That's why I think shooters are better on, you know, computers. You know.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to yawn. Okay,
Oh gosh, Giant Eggman.
tune in next time to the again redesigned Infinicast show.
Oh geez, I Am Doge is online.
That's Isaac probably going to play Forza Horizon 3.
Gross.